Hello to all. My name is Chanel Royal. I'm a CEO mom of four Royals, and just like most, I wear many hats and usually the go-to person for family and friends. I'm a mom of three and a super auntie to six, which can be draining at times. That's why I'm thankful for Team Explosion and the CEO Mom platform. The leader of Team Explosion, Mr. Guilty, is gifted to help grown people grow up in life, and each and every one of us is unique. He helps us tap into our uniqueness, and it's a judgment-free zone, all on one mission, and that's to be successful. The CEO Mom platform is a great space for me because there's other moms with different backgrounds, different walks of life, but also on the same mission to be successful. The women uplift each other, we work out together, we laugh together, the vibe is just dope. Mrs. G said, it's not the how many, but it's the who. And for me, it's Team Explosion and CEO Mom. Tick, tick.
What's up, y'all? It is the original CEO mom, Mrs. Alicia Yarbrough. And man, Team Explosion means everything to me. More specifically, Emerald Ambassador, Mr. David Guilty, my mentor. I always describe it like I was suffocating. I was drowning and had no idea. And he came and he gave me a life preserver. He put the mask on me and gave me the oxygen when I should have been putting it on myself. So it's priceless. It's priceless to have mentorship where you can truly say that you're walking in your purpose, that you are walking in your true, authentic self, and to be with a community of people that cheer with each other on, that congratulate one another, but can also have the real talk as well. And that is what CEO Mom has done for me. I always wanted sisters growing up, and I feel like through this community I've gained so many sisters that I wouldn't have gained otherwise. And we just we challenge one another to be better in business and in life, and that's super dope. So it's a privilege and it's an honor to be a
Hello,
leader of CEO
everybody.
Mom, to be the mentee of
Before
David
we
Guilty and
get started, let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat real quick. All right, we got Chicago in the house. Hey, Miss Shanara. We got Miss Chanel Royale from North Carolina. Where else are we tuning in from? I'm Deanna from Atlanta, Georgia. Don't be shy. We got 19 people on. Thank you, Miss Tangia from North Carolina, Miss Angela from Lithonia, Georgia. Hey, Miss J from Arizona. Our other Miss Angela from Fairburn, Georgia. All right, y'all. I was a little scared. I thought I was getting quiet on us, a little shy. But I wanted to, got Miss Michelle from North Carolina. Hey. Hey now. Oh, Miss Nancy from the Shy. I love it. Where else are we tuning in from? Rep Your City. Louisville, Miss Diane. Yay. All right now. Again, my name is Deanna Jackson. I am currently in Hiram, Georgia, but I reside in Fairburn, Georgia. But I am here today. Oh, we got Miss Stella from Marietta. Oh, nice. Hey, Miss Stella. We are here today to talk about gold friends. And in every woman's life, or in every person's life, you have to have a gold friend. We always talk about best friends, BFFs, and all that things, but our gold friends are what matters the most. And talk about the ultimate gold friend. We have Miss Alicia Yarbrough, and she is going to kick us off. She's going to host this thing for today. She is like the ultimate girlfriend. Okay. Anytime that you are feeling down or anything like that, she is definitely a person to call. She's not going to let you stay in it long. Please believe that. But she is definitely a listening ear. She's going to help you build yourself back up. She's going to give you the tools to help you build yourself back up. But she's not going to just do that and walk away. She's going to check in on you. She's just going to make sure that you're okay, that you have everything you need, connect you with other people to help you through your situations and through your life goals. And so there's no other person that I can think of to even host tonight's call other than Miss CEO Mom Alicia, aka Coach Lily, my Coach Lily. So without further ado, I'd like to hand it over to you, Miss Alicia Yarbrough, Coach Lily.
Thank you so much, Miss Deanna Jackson, who I affectionately call my DJ. Um, Man, you almost got me emotional over here, right? I might cry in the car hearing you introduce me on the tonight. I'm a karate man. Okay. Yeah, but thank you, Miss Deanna, for hopping in here, for introducing me tonight, for opening up the call. And anytime that we come to Atlanta, I call her the hostess with the mostest. She opens her doors and she just makes sure that everything is in order for us. So thank you, Miss Deanna. But I am excited on tonight to be in this virtual space with you all to talk about the CEO Mom lifestyle, to talk about our global Go friends. And it's just what she described. What I just want you to think about who's in your circle. Who is in your circle, right? And if the people, what is talking about, if you don't have somebody in your circle who is, pushing you to success, pulling you to success, right? If they're trying to keep you trapped or down, or they don't have any solutions for you, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. And we have a circle here, and that circle just keeps expanding. And we have it domestically, we have it, we're growing internationally. And before we get started, just like she said, and you heard many people, if you was on the before we get started, the different ladies to speak about this team culture, I have to thank my mentor, not just in business, y'all, but when you have a mentor, it transcends business. It's about life. So I have to thank my mentor in life, Mr. David Guilty, who created this platform. And let me get right into this. That created this platform that we're going to talk about tonight, of CEO Mom, of getting you back. And as we go along, you'll see that I feel like I was the poster child for that, of getting myself back. And I can say, like, at 43 years young, I'm walking in my purpose, I'm walking in my assignment, and I'm fulfilling that more and more every single day, because I'm growing into my most authentic self. And so what we have here, you're going to hear us talk a lot about community, right? We have a global community that's empowering people in all areas of their lives and providing a winning culture. Because unfortunately in life, when you're a kid, you start out with these dreams and these ideas of what's possible. And a lot of times that gets stripped away just through different life experiences. And so I remember having a conversation with Mr. Guilty, and he told me that, you have to show people how to win again. You have to breathe life into people to see their own gifts and talents that's on the inside of them. So that's what we're going to do with this community. And we're going to tap into technology as well, because that's the way of the world. The world is moving to different types of technology. So we're going to utilize that in order to build have a wealth building community, not just the technology, because you can have something that's fine and they can give you success, but if you don't know how to utilize it, then it means absolutely nothing to you. So we have also the education that is paired with the technology, that is coupled with the community that you're going to have access to, that's going to give you the lifestyle that you truly desire, right? So we're going to show you how you can create a path to wealth on tonight with this team. And this is the three subgroups that our community and our team culture is broken down into. So of course we're on tonight for the CEO moms, right? But then we also have a few good men, right? And notice that, you all, I said men.
not just a male, but men. So you have men that's coming together that are actually going to, take charge and step up as leaders in their families, step up as leaders in their communities. And of course, that is led by Mr. Guilty. And they actually, because they have done things virtually, but they actually just had a live launch in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and it was absolutely amazing. And I can only imagine just when men get together and they have that safe space where they can be who they are, where they can express their true feelings, where they can get solutions, but also have a way to provide for their families, right? And to provide for their families without having to exchange their time for money, and learn how to really operate in a global economy, right? And create something for their living legacy, not just leaving something behind. So that's what we have with A Few Good Men. And then we have our leading ladies that is led by Miss Kimaya Vassar and Miss Elaine Harris. And the leading ladies are women who are either single or married, but they haven't birthed children, right? But they have a lot of people around them that they take care of, probably like as children. So they're the matriarchs of their family. They just have a different set of responsibilities than the CEO mom. So we still give them mad respect. And they actually just hosted this past Tuesday. And y'all, they did a phenomenal job. They had Miss Dee Dee on as a guest, and she's new to our culture, but to hear her describe the principles of this culture, to hear her talk about the camaraderie of this culture, the way she talked about the leadership of Mr. Guilty, and to be in what may be a couple of months, like really, really in tune with this culture, it was just so refreshing. I mean, to see how she valued, because sometimes when you have something, it may become common to you. So to hear somebody that come in and hold our team culture in such high esteem, the way she naturally described it, I absolutely loved it. So thank you, ladies, for that platform. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee, for sharing your experience as a leading lady and your experience with this culture thus far. And so we're going to get into why we're here and why we're speaking to CEO moms on this platform tonight. And partly it's because, Mr. David Guilty, he has been he left the beauty industry and then he transitioned into network marketing. And in that time, he was around a lot of women. So he heard the different conversations, he heard the heart of women, and he gained the heart for women from his own mom, Mrs. Walterine Guilty, who was the first. They call me the original. She was the original CEO mom. So she's the one who introduced him into the beauty industry. She's the one who instilled the foundational principles that we are benefiting from now. He saw her, have the business. He saw her have multiple properties, pay off properties, and just be that businesswoman, but also be that mom. But he still saw a need that she needed to get herself back. So he definitely has a heart for women in general. And we thank him for that. We thank him of the principles of, building the person, enhancing the life to in turn build the business, right? And to show us that we can get ourselves back, right? We can be the mothers, we can be the CEO, we can earn the income, we can have our cake, and we can eat it too. So as we talk about all of that and we show you different ways that you can build wealth, right, through our goal friends of CEO moms, we have to put the disclaimer out there that we can't guarantee that you're going to have any success. I know you're like, wait a minute, what? I'm on this line so I can earn additional income, so I can see the success, but I don't know what you're going to do with it. I have a background in accounting and business management. I did international taxes, right? I was in the beauty industry for 10 years. I was a salon owner for 5 years. But if I'm not actively using my gift and talents in those particular fields, I can't expect to have any income from those fields. It's the exact same way here. We're going to show you many different ways that you can earn income in this space with us, right? But if you don't take the opportunity that you have and maximize it and engage in this community, then guess what? You put nothing in, you're not gonna get anything out. But on the flip side of it, I'm from personal experience, if you put that time and if you put the work in, then you can definitely see the success that you desire. Another reason why we're on this line is because all of these little different factors. First of all, women are paid less than men. I'm sure that's not a surprise to you, right? For every dollar that a man earns, women earn 80%, 80 cents on the dollar. Mothers, 69 cents compared to fathers, right? And then we're heading to households. 60% of the households are now led by women, where like in the 90s, it was only 32.5%. And then majority of women are holding down 2 full-time jobs. That's a whole lot. And on top of that, being a mom is like having 2.5 full-time jobs on top of all the other responsibilities that we have. So this space of getting you back is very necessary. And you might not be in the stage of motherhood that I'm in. I have 4 children that are, what are their ages now? 7, 8, 10, and 12. So, but we have somebody here that can speak your language. So I'm just one example of what a CEO mom looks like. We have many different types of CEO mom. We have look, y'all see the list: single mom, married, widow, empty nest, women who have lost children. We have grandmoms, we have stepmoms, we have adopted moms. Whatever type of experience that you have in motherhood, there is a place for you inside the CEO Mom platform. And then I also realized that, when you are not just a mother, but a woman in general, we tend to take on a whole lot of responsibilities, right? So it's not just about the children, it's about what are you allowing in your life to be an excuse for you not to pursue your goals and dreams, to be an excuse for you to not get better. Because I hear you have different type of people. You can either use those same things as an excuse, and what comes to mind is the book that we're listening to of The Magic of Thinking Big, and he talks excusitis. Or you can use that same set, right, as fuel to push you forward. So we want to remove any excuse for you that you say of why you can't do this, why you can't get better, or how come you can't take up your care of yourself, why you can't put yourself first. No, we're putting all of that to the side. And so our mission statement here with CEO Mom is let me go back, to build a global community and a sisterhood of women who are free to walk in their authentic self, to foster confidence, boldness, and create an environment of daily growth, to get themselves back mind, body, and spirit, to build an unstoppable living legacy, all while gaining financial literacy, financial independence, and building wealth. Y'all need to take a screenshot of that, right? This is what we're doing. And this is what we're passionate about. And one of the ways that we're doing that is through personal development. Again, we building the person first, right? Because if you're going through life and you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with stress, you're dealing with different obstacles that are coming up in your life, you're not even thinking about handling business or learning a new skill or getting any type of education. If you don't know how to overcome those things in the first place, you got to overcome is your mind. Because if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't, right? So your mind determines everything in your life. Your mind has gotten you to your current state in life right now, the way you think. So we do have the personal development from the different, we call them mindset trainings. Like I just told you, The Magic of Thinking Big is one of the books that we're listening to. And on top of that, y'all, even the platform that we're associated with has different things to help you with your mindset. And if you look right here, it's called IQ. It has like, you can curate personal videos based on how you're feeling for the day. So it'll ask you, how are you feeling? And then you'll go through this different list. And on a scale of 1 to 10, in these different categories, you will put in how you're feeling for the day. And then based on what you put in, you're going to see personal development videos. It's going to speak to you in that moment. It's going to provide you, with some type of solution and something that you can absorb, counter those negative thoughts, right, that you're facing in that moment. Because your thoughts determine your actions. And then your actions are going to determine your habits, which is going to determine your character, which will determine your destiny. So in order to get the destiny that you desire, you got to start with the right thoughts. So that's why building the person is linked to the business, because it's linked to your destiny. So that's what we're starting with first. And then also within the CEO Mom community, we have workout challenges. This is one of the ones that we did with the ladies. This was a while back. This was actually our jumping jack challenge. This is a snapshot of a video that we had. We're of course, we're in day 29 of our ab and squat and plank challenge right now. And I'm actually sore right now. And why that, it hits home for me because about 9 months ago, I broke my wrist at my son's birthday party, a skating party. And so Mr. Guilty, he sent me this plank challenge. And it builds you up to 5 minutes of doing 5 minutes of planks. And so for me now to be able to do that after, at first doing it with ease before all of that happened. And now, pushing through, but not, again, I talked about the excuses, pushing through, but not allowing that to be an excuse. Oh, well, I'm gonna sit out on this. No, I'm not gonna sit out, right? Because my goal was to have full restoration of my wrist. So now I'm in an environment where it's challenging me. It's uncomfortable. I might have to distract my mind in order to stay there, but I do. Right. So that's what we're creating with the CEO Mom Lifestyle Group. And I'm going to actually have my ace, Miss Diane Austin, who is right here in Louisville, Kentucky, with me to come on the line and share her personal experience with the personal development and the workout challenges that, we do in the CEO Mom community. Let me see. Are you present, ma'am?
I am here, ma'am.
Hello. So thank you for being on the line. Can you share with the team what the CEO Mom community is doing for you and the personal development is doing for you in your life?
Thank you for having me. Yes, I can. First, I'd like to speak to the personal development part. That is so much needed for myself. I know it. Wow. And I must say, I'm getting a lot from the IQ. First, the first thing I latched onto was about gratitude, and it touched me so deeply that I couldn't get off of it, and I'm still on it. Basically, it has changed my whole attitude and brought it to another level of gratitude that I think is beneficial to me, and I think it's going to change the rest of my life. It's easier for me to stay in gratitude. It doesn't take me as long to get there and stay there. Like, it's more than I've ever done before. I can say that. Also, the books that we are reading, I might have, the one we're reading right now, The Magic of Thinking Big. I've had that book for over 10 years. I've read it and listened to it several times. And then, every time they tell me to do it, well, okay, I'll do it again. And every single time I am able to get more from it than I've ever gotten before, because even if it's the same information, it hits different in different stages of your life and personal growth. So that's what it's doing for me now on this. I don't know how many number of readings that I have done on that particular book. The exercise. Okay, yeah. Age. So, but like you were saying, Coach Lee, it's no excuse. I mean, I don't let it stop me from doing it, even though some of the things I'm not able to do like you all do, but I still adjust myself to do the best that I can at the time. And believe it or not, sometimes I still end up doing the thing more than I even thought. And so it's really helping my physical self too. I mean, the group covers body, mind, spirit, all that stuff. What else?
Can you share with us, because you told me personally, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow. How many squats now are you up to?
Well, I just stopped at 100. I do 100 at a time because CEO mom was doing 100. So I can't, I was like, let me see if I can do 100. So I do. And it doesn't really make me, I'm adjusting myself to it now. So it's like I could probably do more, but I just don't.
I just thought that was amazing when you shared that with me. And then also one thing, Miss Diane, with being, your coach or however that you look at me, and to know that you had put in our community chat the other day that this is the first time in all the network marketing companies that you've been involved in, this is the first time that you've earned income. And you show gratitude to Mr. Guilty for that. What can you express what that's like for you?
It's like, finally, I have a breakthrough in this business, the kind of business, because you've seen me. I went from one to one to another and another. And even before this, never been able to crack that code. But thanks to Mr. Guilty leadership, um, he has introduced us to this platform that we are now in. And it's a whole um, different way of earning the money on some of it. And that's how I got my first check. So I was excited about that and grateful. So yeah.
But thank you, Miss Diane. I appreciate you and your consistency, and the slight adjustments that you are open to receiving. Another one before you get off the line. One more question. I know you were making reels the other day, and you called me to assist you with that, and I know. Some people within your age group, that can be a fear for them when we talk about technology. What keeps you pushing forward to still, learn the technology and everything that you need to do in order to see the success that you desire?
That's a good one. I would say because I'm stubborn. I just need to do what I need to do to get where I want to get. And this is the way to do it. I trust you and your leadership to show me how to get where you've gotten. And that's the beauty of this community, because we're all on the same trek, so to speak, the same journey. We have pretty much like-minded destinations. And we gotta see what each other is doing. If you know something that I don't know, let's get it done. And plus, I also like being around y'all young people. It feeds my soul. It does. It refreshes me, energizes me, and keeps me young. So shout out to all CEO moms that are younger than me, which is most of y'all.
Thank you so much. Boom. I appreciate that. Miss Diane also. Yeah, so that's what I just spoke to. We have CEO moms in all walks of life. I'm just one example. Miss Diane Austin is another one. And thank you for sharing your experience. Absolutely amazing. Now we're going to segue into our travel and trade aspect of lifestyle and education here with CEO moms. And we absolutely love to travel, y'all. With the CEO moms, with the leading ladies, with women, period. We love to get away. And we do that together. We able to save on travel. Y'all, what we able to do here with saving on the travel and then writing it off as a business expense is just absolutely amazing. And these are some of the pictures that I was able to grab from Chicago to North Carolina to Vegas to Dubai to Cancun, Atlanta, Houston. We're all over the place. But guess what? What makes it so amazing is that we're doing it together. Think about a group of women women now, y'all. When I talk to women, I just had a call with Miss Shanara, and I was talking to someone, and I was like, you hear what I'm saying, but you still may have some guards up, because when I talk to women in general, a lot of times that I hear, well, I don't fool with women like that, right? Because we've been hurt by other women. So then when you come in, you got to check us out and see if we are who we say we are. And so we know that, right? We know that we have to gain trust and all that, but we've been through different battles together. We've held up the shield for one another. I mean, something as simple as, y'all, before I normally set out the reminders for the team, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like 30 minutes till. I normally do it an hour till, but I'm still setting up and trying to do all of these things. And I'm like, okay, let me put it out here in the chat. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's already out there. Miss Shanara had already put the reminder out. It seems simple, but that was one less thing that I had to think about to do. She had already, I didn't even have to text her and ask her. It was already covered, and I was I was like, okay, now I can get back to doing this. So that's the type of women that we are. Right now, not to say that it's perfect, because we women, but guess what? We have the real talk with each other, and that's why we have a principle that's called love and understanding. Mr. Guilty has put in place that we know we're in this community. We draw the people that are the go-to people, that are the rebels, right? So we know at times we may miscommunicate. Something may not look, hey, when you said this, and I was like, oh girl, you know what? I had just did this. I ain't mean no harm. My bad. We're able to have that conversation. Now, I'm just telling you that because I'm being very transparent, right? I don't want to give you any fluff or draw this imaginary picture of who we are. We are real people, but we know how to do life together. We know how to hold up our shield for one another. We know how to create success with each other, right? We know how to travel and have fun together. Now, I'm gonna see, let me see, I have this link. Now, our IT person is Miss Kamaya Vassar, so I'm duplicating in my own way to see if I can get to what I want to show y'all real quick. If it's gonna pull up, let me see. To when we actually traveled together to Las Vegas, and we was doing our hula hoop challenge at the time. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be real loud. I'm seeing if I can fast forward it a little bit. This is when we was doing our hula hoop challenge in Vegas, and we was having an amazing time. Let's see if it's gonna pull up. See your moms, get them hula hoops going. So y'all, we have fun together anywhere we go. We was doing this challenge, and we still took the hula hoops with us on the plane, out on the Vegas Strip. Y'all, so many people were intrigued by what we were doing. Now, this was actually before the water show. And after the water show was over, it was a guy that came up to us, and he was like, y'all was much more entertaining than that water show that we just had. So that is just a sneak peek of, we do business, we do life, we have fun, we build wealth. Right? That's our travel portion. Now we're going to get into the Forex education that we have. And you may not be familiar with what Forex is. Foreign exchange is just really the exchange of two different currency pairs, right? It's an industry that generates between $4 to $6 trillion a day. And a lot of people are actually nervous when they hear about, especially if you say Forex. They're nervous about it, right? And it's interesting to me because I feel like when you hear the terminology of MLM, people have a certain negative connotation associated with both of those things, when really in reality, those are different ways that you can generate wealth passively, residually, without having to trade your time for money. And so I feel like it's on purpose that there's negative connotations associated with that, so that those who are wealthy can stay that way, and those who are not can stay with, because they need somebody to fill up those other spots in society so they can keep generating their wealth, right? And so, people may think it's a scam, they haven't heard of it before, or they have, and because it just hasn't been associated with their mental wealth files or what's been passed down from generation to generation, they may kind of block it out. But it's interesting that even though the traditional way of earning income didn't really work for the generations before them, they still pass that same information down in hopes to have something different. That's insanity, right? So we want to have a conscious interrupt into your thinking to show you another way of generating income that you're already doing. You're just not profiting from, right? So the banks are already using your money that you deposit and they're putting into the Forex market. That's how they have the capital that they need in order to trade. And that's how they're making $1 trillion a day. But they tell you to go get a savings account that's only earning about what, 0.001% a year. Now you tell me what's the scam? Which one sounds like a scam to you? Right? Not this. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit how it works. When we went to Mexico, I gave them the US dollar, they gave me the Mexican peso, right? So for every dollar that I gave them, they gave me $17 back. That's the foreign exchange market. I was just doing it in person. So you'll learn through the education that we have how to do it in an online space, right? And where you're looking at a chart, you learn how to read the charts. And then guess what, y'all? This is also recession proof. Because with Forex, you can earn income when the market is up or when the market is going down. So it's not like a stock. I have a background in, I was in financial planning. So I sat down with people and I looked at their finances. I looked at their 401ks, Roth IRAs, all of those different plans that are available. And most people are not even in position in their retirement to retire. If you're on age, yes, but in what you have, no. So this Forex income can help fund your retirement account. The Forex income can help you to earn daily income. It's so many things that once you learn this skill, it can't be taken away from you. And besides the Forex industry, what you also have access to is cryptocurrency knowledge, right? We have education for that. You'll learn about the blockchain. You'll learn about metaverse. You'll learn about NFTs, all of these things that I wasn't knowledgeable about until I got into this community, into this space. And so we have somebody on the line she's very knowledgeable in the Forex area, the Forex industry. She hopped into the education. She took it very seriously. And we rely on her a lot when we have questions about Forex. Miss J, are you on the line, ma'am, out of Arizona?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Miss Alicia, for having me on the line.
You are very welcome, ma'am. I'm glad that you're in this space with me on tonight. How is learning Forex? Why is that important for you and your family right now?
So Forex, well, basically, you kind of said it throughout the call. So as a CEO Mom Group, one thing that we focus on is getting us back, and we focus on mind, body, and spirit. And when you think about that, one thing that, and we say I live in legacy, right? So that you can consider that wealth. But in order to fully embrace and enjoy all three of those things, wealth somehow has to be in the equation. And, throughout my conditioning, I've learned that I've been programmed to look at wealth in almost like a negative connotation, you'll think of it as greed or money is the root of all evil, but won't really, and they say money can't buy happiness. But to be honest, if I don't have to stress out about bills or stress out about, what are we gonna eat, and I can't, go into the store and I can't give you this because I need to do this with this, or robbing Peter to pay Paul. If I don't have to stress about that, you don't think that's going to be better on my heart and my well-being? You don't think that's going to be better on my mental? To be able to want a vacation, to be able to give to people, to be able to help, my siblings. I have 3 sisters in college right now. To be able to help them go through school, put them through school, things of that nature. Wealth is a must. And I learned that a regular 9-to-5 is not going to cut it for you. I jumped into entrepreneurship, and I learned that just being a sole proprietor, that's not going to work for you. In order to build real wealth, you're either going to have to invest in a business and use your money and invest that. And so to be able to invest my money into a skill, learn a skill to be able to invest my money to grow my income on such shorter time frames is so valuable to me and what I need to do. Also, if I can collapse time frames and earn a considerable amount, or even just if it was a decent amount of income, but in such a short period of time, then that frees up time for me to be able to spend with my family, to be able to work, to go to the gym and not have to worry about, oh my God, I'm so tired. I just got off a shift, or I've been booking trips all day, or I've been with the kids all day. I need some time. Like, it gives you time to be able to do the things that you need to do for your family and for yourself, because doing for you is important as well, because you can't show up for your family if you're not whole.
Yes, ma'am. Boom. You just said a whole mouthful. Moment.
I'm trying to keep it short and sweet.
In addition to that, what is this community and the leadership here? What is that doing for you?
So the community and the leadership of Mr. Guilty and how he's cultivated this community is basically like, it's like that cup of water that you didn't know you needed. You know, it's like, you know, sometimes you go through life and you have a day and you're dehydrated. You don't know you're dehydrated, but you're having all these symptoms. You got a headache, you got this, you're blaming it on all type of stuff, when really all you need is a glass of water, right? That's what the community is. I didn't realize I needed it. When I entered into this industry, I thought I was just becoming a travel agent, to be honest. And then we started getting books and stuff to read. I'm like, why are we reading books when this is a travel agency? But I didn't realize how important that was. Like I said, I didn't know I needed this. But I'm like, I'm gonna be a team player. Let's read these books anyway. And I started reading, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so different, but it resonated so much with my soul and my spirit. It was just like, oh my gosh. And it just made me feel it. You could literally feel your vibration rise. It's like, oh my gosh, I've been around these so vibrational people all this time. It's just like, I needed this. Like, dang, like, oh my God, what's the next book? Okay, like, you know. And then as far as the community, it's just like, when you say this judgment-free zone, you had me, you challenged me. So that's one thing too that I love about this group and this community, that we push on each other and we stretch each other, not so much to the point that you snap, but you stretch each other to, you know, to be able to grow. And we push each other out of our comfort zones a little bit. And you did that with me, to post something into our CEO Mom group for our Wealth Wednesday. And so to be able to do that in a judgment-free zone, this culture that Mr. Guilty has created, it's so like refreshing, because if, you know, in order to try to really grow your business, you do kind of got to be out there. You got to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there in the public and social media or whatever. And the world is cruel. I tried it. They like bit my head off. I like cower back, you know? So it's like, to be able to have a group where you can start to get comfortable being your authentic self and speaking your voice, with a whole bunch of beautiful women that have the same almost vision and the same kind of desires as you, and they don't judge you, but support you instead. It's just like, it's amazing. It's just like, oh man, I can do this. It helps you get comfortable with that. And then you kind of like build this camaraderie of, like, you know, our group is on Facebook. So it's like, when you do post out there in the real world, it's like, you got like a whole tribe of women with you. So it's like, if somebody do say something, you know, we all are there for each other.
Right.
In the United States, you know, it's not as bad, you know. But I think that is something that a lot of people really don't know that they need, that development piece in life. I totally didn't. I just ran into it, but I'm so grateful that I attracted it. I just guess I needed it at that moment.
Thank you, Miss J. I appreciate you being on the line. I know you spoke to so many people on here, just being your natural, authentic self and sharing your experience with trading, with the community, with the leadership, with the CEO Moms. I have much gratitude.
No problem. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure. And to be on your platform, because you like the CEO Mom of all CEO Moms, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your words. Y'all, this is why we like to give experiences and not just have, you know, me speaking or just a bunch of slides, because what she shared, you can tell that it was heartfelt. So again, we appreciate that. And I knew even after hearing her, you still might needed some proof or whatnot. So I looked this up on the internet to see, do you really earn income? And is it really a sustainable way for you to create wealth? So yeah, right here, you can see it for yourself, right? It says a novice can earn around $100 a day, right, in Forex. And that's what we're learning to do. Miss J just told you, and we're gonna have another young lady come to the line to share her most recent experiences and how the impact of Forex in this community is playing in her life. Miss Chanel Royer, I call her my Nelly Nell. Are you, let me see, I know you on her, woman. I just don't see you yet. I are you unmuted? Because I can't see you. Y'all know me in technology. Let me see.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, ma'am, I can see you. All right, ma'am. I am excited and ecstatic to have you on this Zoom, this virtual space with us tonight, because you have just recently hit some of your goals with Forex. So can you share us, what Forex is doing for you, why Forex, and then share all of what you've been experiencing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me on the platform. Hello to everybody. And so Forex, my experience, right? And so it's been an entertaining one. I promise. I make it entertaining for myself. I didn't know anything about it. I had to jump in there. When it comes to my chart, I keep it real simple so my eyes don't get confused. But I did have a goal for myself that once I started my live account, that I had to get $100, right? It was my mission to get my account up to $100. What I found myself doing, I was jumping in trades, doing things on my own, taking lessons and stuff like that. But then I got hit to some signals that I had the benefit of being able to have access to, and it's gold, right? And so once I got the stop loss and the take profit down pat, y'all, I've been actually winning. And as of today, I am so happy to tell everybody I hit my goal of $100, y'all. My live account is official. Yes, okay. If I can do this, anybody can do it. And I'm talking about the chart. I be fussing with the candlesticks too. Like, go ahead and tag your man. Get your man in here. Let's go up. Don't let that sell candle come in. Don't let that sell come. Come on, tag. Like, I make it entertaining for myself to make it work for me. And it's been working, y'all. I got $100 in my live account. I'm so happy.
Congratulations, man. When you sent that to me today, because I know you was close at the beginning of the day. I think you was like at 95. And we was talking this morning, and then you sent me the picture. You was like, coach, with all of these flames, you put it in the See Your Mom WhatsApp. I was like,
Yes, ma'am. It's been definitely an entertaining experience, especially for someone who not fully understanding. I was scared of it at first, but with the community, with the team, oh my gosh, we can get it. Anybody can get it. The CEO Moms, this group, for me, I can talk about my experience, right? Right. Okay, so for me, it ain't even about the money that I'm making this business. Okay, let's be clear about that. Okay, this group of women, in which initially I thought that it's a whole group of women. I don't know, this ain't gonna work. But as it turns out, like Miss J said, I need this group so much more than I thought I needed this group. These ladies are amazing. Yeah, I got a lot going on, a lot of negativity surrounding me because of my choices to be involved with network marketing, right? And so with that, and then I have a off the chain child, right? And so people just negative, right? And so I get the drift and the chatterbox from time to time, but it's like right on time. My sisters come through with something positive, something motivating that brings me back. Like, okay, baby, you doing right. Ain't nothing wrong with what you're doing with this business. They don't understand. When it comes to the leadership, all right, man, that CEO Mom, the original, that's my boo. I love her to death. Let me tell y'all why. because she take her time with me, okay? Those that know, they know the holidays is a rough time for me, right? Even being married, but she got her own family. She took her time out to reach out to me, you know, to make sure I was good. You know, not everybody do that, especially on the holidays, they dealing with their family, but she thought about me. I appreciate that. Mr. G too. Mr. G reached out to make sure Nelly Nell was good on this end. I appreciate that so much, right? And then when it comes to, if you don't know, like how to do certain things, all it takes is a phone call. When I needed to start my account, Miss Alicia, she get up at 4:30 in the morning. Yep, break it on down. She right there for me, right? Then we got this trade and chill, where we all can be ourselves. We sit back, we laugh with each other, we trade, catch up on things. Like, this group is just amazing. Like, I really didn't know I needed, but I really now can humbly say that if nobody else will admit that they need this group of women, I need this group of women. These women are awesome. The community is awesome. We're gonna make money in the mix. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna make the money in the mix. But this group is everything to me. Everything. Back to you, Original.
Thank you so much, Miss Chanel. And not only have you made money on the charts, but you also made money in other ways this month, right? From being in this space and being with this platform. Is that correct, Miss Chanel?
Yes, ma'am, I did. Cha-ching. I did. With this platform, this business, this organization, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
And when I can humbly say, teamwork makes the dream work. And with that, yes, ma'am, we getting checks over here. We getting checks.
And I love it. Mr. G, he strategically has partnered us with certain individuals based on our personalities, connections. And he, just like you said, he knows what we need. And so he's created an environment where not just, because some some leadership is just focused on how they gonna eat at the end of the day. But his focus has always been people first. And he's just created an environment that no matter where you are in this business, he wants you to develop as a person. He wants you to develop in life, and he's going to give you a strategic plan where you eating right, but then where we're building wealth and we're doing it together. So thank you, Miss Chanel, Miss Royal, my Nelly Nell, for being on the line. I appreciate you so much, and you sharing your experiences with this community, with this platform, with CEO Moms, y'all. Y'all, this is who we are. This is this is who we are. This is what we do. We don't have to sugarcoat anything. We don't have to try to drum nothing up. We do this, right? And this, we've talked about the travel, we talked about the trade, we talked about CEO Moms, our community, our leadership, y'all. And these are some of the other different ways that we're earning income, because we have referral programs. And this is just two aspects of our referral program. And what I like to say about it is that we're really like profit sharing. So, okay, natural conversation, right? So what you just heard, just based on that alone, without me even showing you this, would you want to be a part of it? And then as you have your own experiences, wouldn't it just be natural for you to go out there and to share with other people, yo, I'm a part of this community and this is how I'm benefiting, right? So that's what we're doing. And in the process is we're referring people to come be a part of this community so they can see their own success. We're getting paid for that, right? So we're getting paid when people join in, and in different ways, different tiers that you can join in this business. We're getting anywhere between $75, $100, up to $225 when somebody simply starts to tap into what we're doing. That's one way, and that is weekly money that we're able to tap into, y'all, that I myself am earning every single week. I've had a paycheck. And then the other way is that when people decide to join in business, say, you know, Miss Chanel comes in with me, Miss J comes in with me, Miss Diane comes in with me. Now we're all sharing this with other people. As they come in and you have 10 people within your organization, they don't all even have to come from you because we're all just placing them. We have 3 different teams and we're all placing them. So as I'm bringing in people, my 3 is filled up. So now I'm placing them under Miss Chanel, I'm placing them under Miss J, I'm placing them under Miss Diane. They're all benefiting from my work, but I'm benefiting as well. So that's how everybody is able to earn income here. And at the first level, it's $400 a month just from having 10 people within your organization. And if we're all going out there and we're sharing how you just saw on this platform, do you think people are seeing this as an attractive wealth building community that they want to be a part of? So that you can have exponential growth, and all of those numbers are very real. I've already, yeah, we making money, right? And I'm gonna put the disclaimer out there again that guess what? We don't guarantee anything because we don't know how you're gonna tap into this community. We don't know how you're gonna engage in this community. We don't know how you're gonna allow people to, like, you know, Ms. J said, we pull on and we push on one another to press us outside of, you know, their comfort zone. So for her, it might have been posting. Now she might press on me to actually put a stop loss in the trade, right? So she gonna press on me in a different way, but we pull on each other. You might not be able to take those slight adjustments. We don't know. You got to go through some personal development first, right? But if you do, there is not just money to be made, but it's you to get back, right? Your living legacy that can benefit from it, where you seeing the fruits of your labor with your children, with your grandchildren, with your godchildren, whomever, right? You're getting all of that right now, and you're building the wealth that you desire. So hopefully, y'all, we have said something to make you want to hop in this thing with us. Not just this thing, hop in. When you decide to partner, we're doing life together, right? We're goal friends. And so now what's important to you becomes important to us. So instead of you now just fighting for a goal by yourself, you get to lock arms. You have a sisterhood of women who have your back while you're getting you back. So I appreciate everybody that was on the line. Thank you, Miss Deanna, for opening up for me tonight. Thank you to the business partners, all the guests that stayed on here with us. And of course, thank you, Mr. David Guilty. You heard everybody just express gratitude for who he is. And even when he is fighting through life himself, he still shows up for, not just shows up, you know, because somebody can just show up and be there, but not be really any benefit of value. But he gives value in every conversation. He provides solutions in every conversation. It can be a 2-minute conversation, and it's going to be some type of growth that happened, whether you got a lesson and you got to learn from it, or whether you experience growth and you're celebrating something. It's just always a continual moving forward. So we appreciate you, sir. We're grateful for this culture. We're grateful for this community. We're grateful to be in position to build something great, to create an unstoppable living legacy. So y'all, till next time, tick, tick, boom.